Why do the math when you can just walk the path? I'm Brian Withers, empowerment coach, trainer, and author. This was a title that was suggested to me by a viewer in one of the recent videos, and I thought it was a great title because it sort of captures the creative process and why we're not living the creative process, because we grow up with faulty beliefs that have us trying to figure things out and make things happen. So we're doing the math. When's it going to come? What do I got to do? How much money do I got to have? Who are the people I got to get involved? We just go into a lot of detail, and it really is a thing that we want to receive those details. We don't want to make them happen, right? So we got to stop doing the math, get out of the details, and just start walking the path. And the path is that positive mindset energy. That's the high vibration flowing energy to the law of attraction. And then we're going to be walking that road metaphorically to vibrational reality to come flowing into our physical world. And in my mastery group today, we had a live session, and I used the idea of the Wizard of Oz and that movie, and how it really quite closely resembles the creative process, and what happens that distracts us out of the creative process in terms of the receiving versus just moving into the receiving of the things that we want through our daily life with our positive feeling thought energy. So that's the way life is set up. The creative process is set up such that life causes us to ask through contrast. So contrast being the celebration of something that happened in our life, some experience that we didn't like, and our inner being instantly creates what we want in vibrational reality. And so that's a celebration, even though it may feel at face value, it may feel like a problem, a bad situation, a crisis. It's actually a celebration of greater life, and that path is available for you to start to receive instantly. But you see, what happens is we start getting distracted with what we think of it as a train wreck version instead of contrast. And then we start looking at it, trying to figure out, why did it happen? Why did they say this? Why did they do that? How am I going to get out of this? And we get caught in the bushes with all those low vibration thoughts. And then it's like we sort of get off the path because these faulty beliefs that are talking to us, they kind of get us off the path, and then we're not progressing and receiving the path that takes us to connect with the things that we want. So what we're perceiving as a train wreck is really contrast that is a celebration of the new thing that we want to experience, and we could just walk the path to it, but faulty beliefs get us paying attention to that contrast as though it's a train wreck, and we start doing all kinds of math around that train wreck to figure out all kinds of things about it that really get us into a low vibration, when what we could do is just appreciate it for the contrast that it was, the clarity that it gave us of what we want, the recognition that that's all set up for us to receive, and the joy of that, the joy of the experience that we want. We can very easily identify the positive emotions around that experience that we want. So, if it's a job, for example, and you don't like the job, well, that's contrast, right? It's not a train wreck. You're not stuck there for your whole life and have to put up with a job you don't like. That's just natural contrast, and your inner being knows what you want from your experience and sets that new job up. Now, as you pay attention to the joy of that experience that's on its way to you right now, and you focus on the positive aspects of the job that you have, I'm sure you could find a couple in there. Certainly, the money aspect of it could be some people there that you like, could be some functions of the job that you like. But you always got the clarity. See, you can say, well, I got clarity. This is a great job because it helped me to be clear about what I want. It's not a bad thing. It's a contrasting thing that helps my life expand to more of what I want. So this very experience that many people will look at as a terrible experience is the experience that allowed you to be clear about what you want, and it's all set up for you to receive. And again, the receiving is now, today, right now. You can be receiving the path. And so when we do that, we just walk the path. If we will just walk the path, walking the path means if we will focus on the joy of the expansion, the new job that's been set up for us by our inner being, and the path of details that take us there, because they're a lovely path of details as well. If we focus partially on that, not having to bring it in, not think about it, not doing affirmations, but just knowing, having the knowing it's there, and if it comes to mind that you're thinking, oh, it's going to be fun on my way to this, I'm looking forward to this, all that kind of thought that you feel the emotional essence, you know it's yours. And then you look at your current job and say, isn't this great? This great that, these things about this job cause me to be clear about what I want. So that means my inner being kicked into action to give me what I want. And as I feel good about that, have the clarity and focus on the positive aspects, then I'm walking the path towards and connecting with that new job, which will flow into my physical life. And the details will come in ways that you really don't know what they're going to be. That's really a big part of the joy of life, the surprises and delights that the path are, where things come to you, ideas come to you, inspired action, right timing, resources showing up, people coming in ways that are really helpful and move you along. I mean, it's just a great thing that you could never orchestrate. You can never think in a million years how these things come together, because your inner being is taking care of all that. And it's an energetic thing, meaning your inner being knows the energy of all things, all resources, and can line them up and synchronize them, orchestrate them, so that as you're in a good feeling place, you can receive them. So if you focus on the joy of what's coming, on its way right now, no wait time, today, this second, and you focus on the positive aspects of what is, now you're going to be receiving those surprises and delights that move you to connect with the new experience that you want. But if you complain about the job that you have and you talk to other people, oh, that's a terrible company to work for, or my coworkers are irritating to me, and whatever, right? All the things that people say about jobs or business or employees, employers, you name it. There's all kinds of stories that people are talking about that's low vibration stuff. And if you do that, well, now you can't receive the path, because the path is high vibration and you're focused in a low vibration way. So you're not really realizing all the benefit that just happened to you from that experience, you see. And that's the way traditionally that humanity has been thinking about things, whether it's relationships, jobs, money, health, you name it. We get this focus going on about the situation as it is in the physical world in some way that makes us feel powerless or uncertain or frustrated or any of that stuff, unworthy. Right? That's those faulty beliefs pulling us off the path. So if you think of the Wizard of Oz, it's like the Wicked Witch and all the bag of tricks that she has, and pulling the characters off the path, distracting them, not letting them move ahead, or not wanting to move ahead, I should say, because they really can choose to move ahead or not. So we can do the same thing in life. As we're looking at our daily life, are we letting the things, the people, as they are we going to negative feeling thoughts about them? And if we are, then we're not walking the path. We're trying to do some math to figure out why that contrast is there and why people are behaving like they are and why the conditions are as they are, when all it really is your vibrational feedback. All the stuff in your life is a mirror to your vibration. So if you just look at it and say, well, big deal, so what? It just came out of my energy. I'm going to look at the positive aspects of this situation. I'm going to appreciate, have some gratitude. I'm going to feel the joy, the emotional essence of the thing that I want. There's no big deal going on here. Life's not against me. Nobody's trying to get me. Nothing's going on like that. It's just no big deal. It's just vibrational feedback, and I'm going to pay attention to again, the positive aspects of things, finding the gratitude, the appreciation, feeling the joy of what's on the way, knowing my worthiness in this universe, born a valuable being, an agent of the universe, part of the link of humanity, the network of humanity. I naturally have gifts and talents to express. And so, you're feeling good about yourself, and that all the path is set up for you to connect with the things, for you to express yourself and receive the things that you want. And all those experiences that seem like, they don't seem very good. They seem kind of unpleasant, but it's really contrast, and it means your life has gotten better. And if you'll look at it from that perspective, then you don't try to do the math to figure it all out, why it happened, and then how you're going to make it better. See, that's doing the math, and that bogs you all down, because that's low vibration stuff, because you can't do that part. That's your inner being's part. Now, you will receive details. You will take action, and that's a big part of life. But you're going to go at it from a good feeling place. You can't go at something from worry and doubt and fear and receive the path that makes it all easy for you to move along. You see, you got to go at it with anticipation, expectation, with worthiness, with joy, with happiness. You got to go at things with positive emotion, with a positive attitude, and that will let you receive the path of details, and then you'll just keep moving along. And all those faulty beliefs are there, and you're just talking them away. You're deconstructing them. No, those thoughts aren't true. That's not the way it is at all. See, when they come up, you just deconstruct those. And you keep walking along the path. You're receiving the details, and then you connect with what you want. It shows up in your physical world, and that's the natural process of joyous expansion. So we want to stop doing the math, which means we want to stop figuring out why things happen and how we're going to fix them and get them to be different, and thinking we don't really know how to do that. And therefore, in that frame of mind where we're trying to fix things and we don't know why they happened, and we're trying to make them happen different, but we're not sure how we're going to do it. You see all kinds of low vibration energy in there. That's all the math. Slows you down, keeps you from living the life that you want to live, when all you got to do is just walk the path. Walking the path is you're feeling good about yourself. You're enjoying the contrast. You're appreciating it. You're appreciating your past, because that was contrast too. You're understanding the people in your life are a mirror to your energy. Even the situations are a mirror to your energy. Your inner being's with you, got you covered to have everything that you want, sets it all up for you, sets up the details. So you're just looking at things in your daily life in a way that's serving you. And serving you means you're just choosing a perspective about those things, about those people, about those circumstances that leave you in a good feeling place. You're making peace with everything. You're not upset or bothered by anything. You're not mad or frustrated with others. You're not worried and about your future or any of that kind of thing. You're not upset, not bothered, not trying to please other people, all that low vibration stuff. You're just having a good attitude about people. Even no matter how they act, you're still seeing them from a good light, just like your inner being does. Just filling your mind with the good feeling thoughts. And that's you walking the path, right? And again, your day could be filled with all kinds of things, and they're not all the way you want, but you can still choose good feeling thoughts about them. The creative process allows us to do that. Our inner being is guiding us, because if we're choosing thoughts that are out of alignment, negative energy, negative emotion, and that's your cue to say, oh, okay, I slipped out of alignment. Let me look at this situation a different way, how it's serving me. And you get back in alignment, and then you're walking this path. And then you start to receive the details, and all the way into the full-blown manifestations that you want. So that was a great title. Why do the math when you can just walk the path? And what I explained in this video really relates that statement to how the creative process works, how it is that you experience things in life, get clarity about what you want. Your inner being sets that all up. And then as you're holding a positive focus in your mind in the ways that you can from the perspective of the creative process, you're receiving those details, and then that stuff is going to flow into your life. And so that's the natural creative process. But from faulty beliefs, what we do is we try to do too much of the math. We're trying to figure things out. We're trying to make them happen. And then on top of that, we're thinking we're not doing it right, so we feel guilty. We should have done it different. We should have been better at it. We didn't do it right. We should have done it different. We're too old. It's too hard. It's too big. All the crazy stuff that we get into, that's the math. That's the low vibration that prevents us from moving along the path and receiving all the details that have us receiving what we want. So the key there is as you're walking along through your day and these faulty beliefs come up, then you just deconstruct them on the spot, and you keep doing that repetitively, and they start to deactivate, start to go away. They're not strong as they used to be. They will come right down into complete deactivation, and then you'll be flowing with good feeling, thought, energy. Nothing will be distracting you, and your life will flow in that joyous expansion way that it's set up to flow. So there you go. Stop doing the math and just keep walking the path. Okay, that's the video for today. Thanks for listening in. If you have any comments, leave them on the post, and enjoy your day.